Days of anticipation have led up to this, an occasion worthy of a packed stadium. Don't miss a second. Stay with us for every minute of the action.
Well, hello to you and welcome to another exciting game brought to you by EA TV. I'm Guy Mowbray and alongside me for commentary is Sue Smith. And we've got action from the semi-final first leg of the Champions League coming up.
Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory. And I am here again. I'm back from my holiday away from the place I lay my head for the majority of the time. I'm obviously not going to say where I live because if I ever do go viral for whatever reason, I don't know why I would go viral. I haven't yet. In case people decide to come and visit me. Anyway, enough of my ego getting the better of me. Paris Saint-Germain, semi-final of the Champions League. Before I start talking about that, I think I've wound myself up slightly because I literally watched a video just before this. Obviously, I'm recording this on Sunday, the 27th of April, 2025. Liverpool defeated Tottenham Hotspur. Whether it was in doubt or not, I don't know, but they defeated Tottenham Hotspur 5-1. Absolutely trounced Spurs 5-1 to clinch the Premier League title today. Looks like they're probably going to win the title by at least 10 points. That's if we manage to win all of our games and they win. Well, if we win all of our games, basically, and they drop points against us, which is in a couple of weeks' time. And I saw... I'm not going to name names. And again, like they're never going to see this video. Like no one in that sort of higher tier sphere of football YouTubing is ever going to see this video. But yeah, I've seen more of the sort of Arteta out nonsense that I've been seeing all season. And I've said my piece on where I am with the manager at the moment. Like I'm willing to give the guy one more season especially if we fall below where we are. If we fall below where we are, if we don't win the Champions League, which I don't think we will do, we fall below second, I'm willing to give him one more year. But the fact that like mood seems to change depending on what's going on at the moment, and this is why I'm very, very... I almost swore then. I'm very, very scared of how this Paris Saint-Germain game is going to go. Because I think if we lose this badly, and, you know, I thought Real Madrid would give us a huge amount of problems. But having seen Paris Saint-Germain do what they did to Liverpool, I know it finished on penalties in the end, and they got knocked out. Liverpool got knocked out on penalties. I think they're a better team than we played back in October. And I think if we come out losing this, or I actually think if we don't come out of this with any sort of advantage whatsoever, so let's say it's a 2-2 draw or something like that, or a 0-0 or whatever, there will be fans saying that like the manager's job's on the line and all this sort of stuff. And I just think it's ridiculous. Again, and this isn't just Arsenal. I mean, we are one of the most annoying fan bases ever, but especially in recent times. But this is just modern football in general that really winds me up. This short-term memory loss that everyone seems to have, where they don't think about where we were before and they just think about where we are now. Oh, it's been 5 years. We haven't won anything. But in all that time, if you compare it to the latter days of Wenger, that year and a bit of Emery, we basically had to rebuild our entire culture as a club. We were a banter club before that. We were basically, and I'm not throwing shade or anything like that, but we're basically where Man United are now. Not quite as bad because we didn't finish 14th. Even in our worst period, we did not finish 14th. But we were a joke. Yes, we had strikers. We had a striker then. I saw this person arguing, oh, we didn't replace Aubameyang and Lacazette, blah 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 blah. And it's like, yes, we had those players, and yes, there is an argument to say it was daft that we haven't properly replaced them. But come on, man, like from what we were, which was an absolute joke. All of the Premier League were laughing at us. Even teams getting relegated were laughing at us. You know, they were kicking our asses every week, making us look. I remember when we went up to Watford. I don't know if we lost that game. I don't think we did. I think we drew. But going the whole cojones thing with Troy Deeney and all that sort of stuff, and people are still moaning now. Like, yes, you can criticize. That's fine. I've criticized before. I've criticized Arteta. I've criticized the performances from time to time. I didn't enjoy the performance against Crystal Palace the other night. I'm not sitting here using the excuse that, oh, we've got one. I didn't really hone in on the excuse of, oh, we've got Paris Saint-Germain on Tuesday, so that's why we sort of took our foot off the gas and kind of let it play out how it wanted to play out. I wanted us to win that game so we don't have to look over at City and Forest and Chelsea and Newcastle. But it is what it is. But yeah, I'm just fed up with the constant negativity all the time. I'm just fed up with it. And this is one of the reasons why I'm sort of like, if we do win the Champions League, which obviously, I mean, I'm wearing the colours of when we last got to the final, not the actual kit we wore, but I'm wearing the home kit of that season, the last season at Highbury. I don't know what these people would do. I don't know what these Arteta outers would do if we did win the Champions League, because basically every single time, and it's what I've said before, like every single time this guy does something to prove them wrong, i.e. beat Real Madrid 5-1 on aggregate, which no one expected us to do. No one gave us a cat in hell's chance of doing that. What do every single time? They move the goalposts. Well, now, if he doesn't win the Champions League, then he has to go. If he wins the Champions League, they'll then say, oh, he didn't win the league, so he has to go. It's like, just, I don't know, man. Just, it's two things. It's that sort of moving the goalpost of an argument, and it's something that happens across all of society now, where people just move the goalpost to suit their argument. It's those people, and it's the people that pretend that they're on the changes that have been made bandwagon, and then as soon as anything goes wrong, they jump off and they're like, oh well, actually I didn't like Arteta anyway, so yeah, he's a shit manager, he has to go. It's annoying, man. It's just annoying. But yeah, going back to Paris Saint-Germain, yeah, I sort of did a little start of the preview there that I do think this is going to be a tougher challenge than Real Madrid, and that's saying something. I think they are beatable, though. I think we can beat them, but I don't know. I just feel like the luck's going to run out, and I think again it's similar to Real Madrid. We have to have a good first leg. We have to take a good result to the Parc des Princes next Wednesday. We have to do it. I don't know. I just don't have a good feeling about it. I have a feeling that it's either going to be a game where it's going to make the away fixture, in other words, it will finish as a draw, and it's going to make the game in Paris a little bit more, arsehole clenching, arse clenching, let's say, or it's going to be, or we're going to lose and we're going to have to do basically a comeback. We're basically going to have to do what the Arsenal women did. Congratulations to them, by the way, making it to they went from 2-1 down. I think they won 4-1 in the end in Lyon. So we have made the Women's Champions League final, which is good news. I think that's right. Yeah, 4-1 it finished in France. So yeah, congratulations to them for getting to the final. It'd be pretty crazy if somehow we get, as in the men get to the final and play Barcelona, and the women I think are going to play Barcelona in the final as well. So yeah, pretty crazy. But yeah, that's kind of the situation I can see, because they're not an easy team to beat, and I think they're a completely different team to what we played at the Emirates back in October. The reason why that October date, I can't remember the exact date, I think it was October the 7th, I want to say. Yeah, oh no, October the 1st when we won 2-0. So October the 1st, the reason why that date sticks out in my mind is because I was at work that day. I was in the office. So in my job, we do hybrid working. So 3 days working from home, 2 days working in the office in London. And it was one of the days where I went in, which is one of the days we're sort of like, we have to compulsory be in. The other one you choose. And I normally get into the office early so I can leave early, and obviously today it was like especially pressing for me to leave early so I could get home for the game, because I'd done a preview for it and was going to do a reaction, and this is why I didn't do a reaction. And essentially left at 4:30 UK time, would have been home probably by just after 6 p.m, something like that. And there was an accident on the motorway that I drive down to get back home, and and it was a very serious accident where like police and ambulances had to get called out, and I was stuck in a gridlock for about 6 hours. So I left the office at half four and didn't get home until midnight. So yeah, missed the game, couldn't access it on the radio, nothing like that. So yeah, in the end I couldn't do a reaction. I could just, luckily we won the game 2-0, which I didn't expect because it's PSG. But yeah, and there's also a little bit of history there as well with PSG, because obviously the last semi-final, well, not the last semi-final, but the last semi-final we got to where we won a European trophy, which was the Cup Winners' Cup, if you remember that, in 1994. I think Paris Saint-Germain were the semi-finalists that we knocked out. So, yeah, and they had like David Ginola then and players like that. I think they had George Weah then as well. So, yeah, like it's a very, very big deal, put it that way. Biggest game of the season. As I said, I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't do better and we didn't go for the win against Palace on Wednesday, just because it just makes things a little bit harder now in terms of like shoring up that second place position and making sure that we definitely finish in that top two. Because obviously Liverpool are now confirmed champions. What the points difference is now going to be the discussion going forward. Congratulations to them. But yeah, this is massive, biggest game of the season. I think I've said that a lot to a lot of people this season. I think I said it about the Crystal Palace League Cup quarterfinal, I believe, and then I said it about Real Madrid, and now I'm saying it again with this game. With this game, it's massive. Hopefully we can do it. It's another one of those games I will be watching behind the sofa, but hopefully we do get the job done. As I said, it's important that we end this home tie with a positive result that works in our favour, that Arteta will be more happy with than Luis Enrique. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I've spoken for a bit longer than I usually do in this preview, but who cares? Enjoy what's left of the simulation, unless you've been sort of watching it instead of listening to me. I'll be back again after the game on Tuesday. Like and subscribe. Take care and stay safe.
The game just lacking a sense of rhythm at the moment. Martinelli. Coming in field now. Having a try. And it's not missed by that much.
That's not far away, is it? It's a good effort. They've just got to keep going, and I'm sure they'll get the equaliser.
Attack further into life here. Saka! And a really good bit of goalkeeping to keep that out. Merino. They found a way through. Martinelli. Rice. And the shot thwarted. Now it needs a good ball in. Well, he couldn't get free and he couldn't find the target.
Well, it's certainly not a free header. It's strong defender here, just enough to put him off at that vital moment.
Good pressure this, high up the pitch. Sloppy on the ball there. Martinelli.
Well, as soon as they won the ball back, there was an almighty roar. The fans are trying to push the team forward and get an equaliser.
Saka. And the keeper happy to see that sail comfortably over the bar. Goal kick.
With the owner of the red car obstructing the main... Please remove the car as soon as possible. Thank you.
Dembele. That's a good ball. Vitinha. A nice cutback. Looks a good ball. And there's another one. Valuable breathing space for them now.
Here we can see it again, and this is really good strength. He uses his body well, and once he gets a yard, he finishes it nicely. Really good composure.
And away we go again at 3-1 now. Martinelli. Leandro Trossard. Gabriel Martinelli. On to Bukayo Saka. Martinelli. Has the space to whip it in here. Cuts it back. Oh, they've lost it. The attack is over. Rice. Now, this has to be. It's in. Well, don't write them off yet. There's the goal that keeps hopes alive.
Well, here we can see it again. You do have to feel for the keeper. He's left completely exposed at the back, and he never really had much of a chance. It's poor defending, you have to say.
So it's 3-2 as the ball gets rolling again. Oh, and he's left his man behind. Well, he wouldn't let him get away that easily. Gabriel Martinelli. On to Rice. Martin Odegaard. And this is a positive move as they seek that equaliser. Martinelli. Good-looking ball played in. Oh, just can't quite keep it down. Goal kick.
Well, it's a good ball in. It's begging for someone to get on the end of it. Just unable to control the header in the end.
Substitution for Arsenal. Coming off the pitch, number 11, Gabriel Martinelli. To be replaced by number 30, Raheem Sterling.
Fabian. Encouraging signs to the attack, but it hasn't led to anything. Good ball in behind. And they've done it! Level again, with not long to go.
Well, if we look at it again, we've got to say it's thoroughly deserved. They've been the better side of late, creating chances, and you just wondered when the goal was going to come.
Goal for Arsenal.
And that's the final whistle. A thoroughly entertaining first leg. Both teams really went for it, and that should bode well for more of the same when they meet again.
Yeah, what a game that was. It was brilliant, wasn't it? Some real quality on show from both sides. I'm just hoping we see more of that in the next game.
Well, maybe not his greatest performance ever today. Needed to do quite a bit more to truly impress.
Yeah, I've seen him play better. Did the basics okay, but nothing more. I'm sure he'll be looking for a better performance next game.